Want to know what is the best way to get Mythics in Diablo 4? Here is a step-by-step guide how to farm 3 Mythics per hour in Diablo 4. Alright adventurers, grab your gear, pop a potion, and settle in, because this is going to be your ultimate detailed guide on how to absolutely break Diablo 4's Season 8 boss farming meta by farming 3 Mythics per hour using the most refined and methodical Belial farming strategy. This isn't just some quick surface-level tip dump. No, this is the deep dive end-to-end walkthrough you wish every guide had. So buckle up, because if you follow this closely, you're going to be ahead of 90% of the player base. Let's jump in. So why are we even talking about Belial farming 2 weeks into the season? Because, listen up, it's no longer enough to just have a mythic. That's old thinking. The meta has shifted. Now, it's all about having the right mythic with the right stats, and ideally, with double greater affixes rolls. These are build-defining items. One good roll can completely alter the course of your endgame potential, but they don't come cheap, they don't come easy, and they certainly don't come from casually farming for a couple of hours. That's where this guide kicks in. Let's talk numbers real quick, because numbers tell the story. If you're just leveling a new character to 60, then doing boss kills for reputation to earn resplendent sparks, you're looking at 1 mythic per hour. And even that's just a hope. It's dry, it's inefficient, and you're getting almost nothing else out of it. But this strategy, we're not talking about some side benefit or slight gain here. We're talking multiple mythics per hour, high-value runes, a steady flow of gold, and the boss materials you need to keep the engine going for your masterworking grind. If Diablo had a Wall Street, this would be insider trading. But let's pump the brakes and ask the most obvious question. How do you even get the materials to summon Belial repeatedly? And this is where things get ugly. To summon Belial, you need 2 Betrayer's husks. That's not a huge ask, until you learn that Belial only drops 1 husks per 10 boss kills, on average. So do the math. You need 20 regular boss kills to get enough husks for just 1 Belial summon. And the drop rate for mythics from Belial? It's around 2%. That's 1 mythic for every 50 Belial kills. Yes, 50. Now it really starts to stack up. You'll need about 100 husks to hit 1 mythic on average. That means 2,000 regular boss kills, and it costs 12 materials to summon 1 boss. That's 24,000 boss materials you're going to need. It's madness. How do you farm 24,000 boss mats efficiently? Here's the twist. Blood Maiden. Specifically, the exquisite blood for Zir is the most efficient material grind in the game right now. Fully optimized with 3 hearts, she drops 39 mats per kill. You need to kill her 600 times, which requires 1,850 hearts. Each kill takes around 3 minutes. So that's 31 hours of just Blood Maiden grinding. And that's before you even start farming Belial. Yikes. Here's the relief. There was a dupe. So boss mats are now cheap, hovering around 5 million gold per Betrayer's husk. That's a lifeline. But it leads to the next problem. You need gold. And getting gold naturally? Still atrocious. So how do you solve the gold problem? Runes. Runic crafting has turned runes into the stock market of Diablo 4. Every time you kill Belial, you get a rune. These runes are used to craft mythics, and when used, they're gone forever. This creates an in-game sink. Demand is always steady. That means if you kill Belial 50 times, you've got 50 runes. And it only takes 2 valuable ones to completely replenish your gold. That's how efficient this method is. It funds itself. Now let's say you're broke. Maybe you've got 50 million gold and no runes to sell. How do you get started? You've got 2 options. Tribute of Harmony, run it a few times to get about 20 runes. Transmute lesser runes into better ones. Here's where you start spinning the RNG wheel. But which runes should you actually be chasing? In short, you want Ton, LAC, CM, Tzak, and AHU. Ton is a magic rune that sells for 300 million. CEM, similar range. These are used to craft the Harlequin quest and Ring of Starless Skies, which makes them top tier. Get these, and you're golden, literally. Here's how to transmute smartly. Go to the jeweler and load up on junk runes, those with low market value. Use the Transmutation system to upgrade 3 same rarity runes into one of equal or higher rarity. Don't transmute everything. Always keep some spares for builds. Just convert your trash into treasure. With good luck, a handful of transmutations can net you billions in gold. That buys you hundreds of Belial summons. Now the engine is running. You're rolling mythics and stacking runes at a pace you've never seen before. Let's move on to efficiency. Now, let's talk logistics. A lot of players assume farming in a 4-person party is better. More people, more loot, right? Nope. Belial's loot table doesn't scale with player count. Whether you're alone or in a party of 4, he drops the same number of items. Mythic drop rates don't improve with groups either. Let's talk numbers. 300 kills in a 4-player party yields 6 Mythics. Solo, 7 Mythics. Same odds, less waiting. In fact, solo farming is faster across the board. There's no health scaling, no miscommunication about selling loot, no delays waiting for everyone to open chests. It's just you, the altar, and a boss on repeat. You control the tempo, you kill, loot, reset. No waiting, no arguing, no downtime. Okay, so how do you actually run these kills efficiently? Here's the rotation. Start by spawning Belial. Position yourself just far enough from his spawn location so that you don't get knocked down by the animation. This is especially important if you're using a build that relies on an opener burst, like Lightning Spear. Once he spawns and his health bar appears, unleash your combo and burn him down instantly. Then, the chest appears. Here's the trick. Do not pick up your loot yet. Instead, immediately interact with the altar again and begin the next summon. You'll have downtime while the next Belial spawns. Use that window to pick up your loot from the previous kill. Then, as soon as the new chest appears, repeat the process. You can do this 3 times before your inventory gets full. On the 4th kill, even though your bag is full, you still open the chest. This will trigger the altar reset. Leave the loot, teleport back to town, salvage everything, hop back in, and you're good to go. You'll still be able to grab your dropped items from that 4th run. Now you're back in the rhythm. Time-wise, each set of 3 kills and 1 reset takes just over 3 minutes. In 1 hour, you'll get about 37 full rotations. With 3 Belial kills per cycle, that's 111 kills per hour. Based on the 2% drop rate, you'll average about 2.2 Mythics per hour. And yes, that means sometimes you'll get 3, even 4, depending on RNG. This is the fastest and most efficient Mythic farm currently in the game. And the value doesn't stop there. Every hour you farm this method, you'll also be getting 888 Forgotten Souls, almost 13,000 Veiled Crystals, 111 runes, and about 19 seasonal caches, which further boost your reputation and resource gain. Even if you don't hit the perfect Mythic, this method floods you with the materials to keep rolling for the next one. And if you're selling just 15 of the best runes at 300 million each, that's 4.5 billion gold earned per hour. Just in rune sales. That's more than enough to fuel another 100 Belial summons. So now you're on a loop. You farm Belial, collect runes, sell the best ones, use the gold to buy more husks, repeat. All the while, you're stacking high-end resources, improving your mythic rolls, and crafting gear with the kind of efficiency that leaves everyone else in the dust. So let's recap your farming strategy to get 2 to 3 mythics per hour. Acquire gold. Start with runes by transmuting trash into treasure. Buy Betrayer's husks on the market. Solo farm Belial, maximizing efficiency with tight rotations. Sell high-value runes back on the market to keep funding materials. Repeat the loop, stockpile mythics, and masterwork like a legend. That's the strategy. It's what the top-tier grinders are doing this season, and now it's in your hands. Whether you want to blast through the endgame, trade your way to wealth, or finally land that perfect double affix mythic, this method gets you there. Now get out there and show Belial who's boss.